Insert 95 Bulls intro song.
And now, the starting lineup for your world championship pick, Michael Jordan.
Yes, it is true. I did get in an accident this week.
And he fucked up his foot.
And what do you mean you fucked up your foot?
I'm just kidding. He didn't.
No. But here, I'll send you the picture of it. Back of my car.
How bad is it?
Fucked, dude. It's like bad.
You
It's
have
just-
a video of it?
I got
You
a
should've-
picture.
you
I
should-
got rear-ended like really
You
bad.
just see the other guy.
I feel like y'all are gaslighting me right now and are about to send me some stupid ass video.
No,
Nope.
the Colorado's total, dude.
I sent you the pictures. I dead ass did get in an accident this week.
Hey, Chris, I have a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Why? What is up with this dude named Jelly, and why does he roll?
What are you talking about?
Do you like the hit songwriter Jelly Roll?
The hit songwriter Jelly Roll. Why? Why? What's up with Jelly? Why is he rolling? I got a text from Dylan yesterday saying, "If Florida wins, I'll touch you."
Hi, guys. Welcome to the 4th of Forever podcast. We're on our 6th episode. 6, sir. 7.
7.
6, 7. Anyways, I am Christian.
I'm Dylan.
Finally, took you fucking forever. Did you forget your name?
And I'm Noah.
And this is our
I can't-
podcast.
I can't spell.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
It's
Obviously, you
listen.
didn't see a video last week. It's because we didn't make one.
We just so that guy, he was up there. He was in Orlando. Ghetto. Chris.
Up there,
Chris, where were you again? Chris was in New Orleans. Ghetto.
making girls cry.
I was at home. And if I did a podcast last week by myself,
That would have been funny.
That would have been interesting.
it would not have gone out. You don't want to hear me do it this time. You do not. After it's been a roller coaster of the past 2 weeks, and I'm done. All right. I'm Billy Napier. If you hear this, I'm done. All right. So let's get into college football, everybody.
Obviously, let's run through the big headlines real quick. James Franklin, you're out. Drew
Go.
Aller, you're out.
Let's talk a little bit about last week. Our last week games from our teams. Florida won.
Surprisingly,
Great while it lasted.
Notre Dame won. Great while it lasted. Just kidding. We won again.
Ole Miss had a bye week.
All right, now we got last week out the way. That was pretty fucking easy. Let's get into college football. Week whatever the fuck we're on. We're deep. We're in the trenches at this point, buddy. All right, we got the
alert.
We got the Crimson Tide going to Mizzou and Missouri. Anybody want to start off with this game?
Ty Simpson's turned it on. Kalen DeBoer, you're still a fraud. You suck dick. Ryan Williams, you need to figure your shit out and get more targets. Defense looked good. Bo Prabula, congratulations. You left the shitty Penn State program and became a starting quarterback in the SEC. And Ahmad Hardy is not the best running back in the nation. It is Jeremiah Love. I'm going to go shit.
Okay, so I watched a good amount of this game. Ty Simpson is making a case for the Heisman. Tell you that. He looked damn good this game. Pribula, honestly, whenever that last drive came in, well, whenever the pick happened in the last 30 seconds, I knew it was over. Their drive did not look good at all. But shit. I mean, come on. You got to win the big one at home. But no, you play Bama. You lose your marbles. Fuck you, Mizzou. I've been rooting against this Bama team every week since the fucking season has started. Horrible. Hated it. Hated it. Why are you tapping your wrist? It's not perfect timing. No. Ty Simpson is making a good case for the Heisman. Yeah.
Bama won. Missouri lost. I'm just kidding. Starting off with Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson, just like Noah just said, making a good run for a Heisman. Pribula didn't look too bad, but also didn't have one hell of a game. Defenses both looked good. Missouri's defense definitely did look good, but Alabama did what Alabama does. And they came in and won. I thought they were going to lose by halftime of this game while I was watching this. I had Missouri having some sort of upset. Unfortunately, they did not. However, I will say, Ty Simpson, you are making a name for yourself, and I am very proud of that. And I still hate Alabama.
All right. On to our next game. The Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Illinois Fighting Illini. You know what? Ohio State is just, I'm going to keep saying it. They're just not that good. All right. They're not as good as they are looking. I'm going to keep saying it. I don't think they're going to go with the Natty again this year. I don't know, Jim. All right. Look. Indiana's going to beat Ohio State. Just saying the facts here. I think Indiana is a better team. Don't roll your eyes. Shut up. It's going to happen. You're going to watch it. It's going to happen. No, don't do that ever again. That's staying in. All right. Yeah, they had a good game. Whatever. I fucking hate Ryan Day and his nipple piercings. All right. Let's get that out the way. I hate Ohio State. I hate the shoe. I hate Julian Sand. I do. I hope they lose. I hope they lose out. All right. Now they're bowl eligible. Thanks, Illinois. You made Ohio State bowl eligible. I was rooting for you. And you only put up 16 fucking points. What are we doing? Get it right. Indiana's going to beat Ohio State. Ohio State's going to go for back-to-back. Fuck! The Buckeyes.
While Dylan is still feeding the angry toilet monster, I guess that means I will go next. Just noticing that Ohio State has a running back under the name Bo Jackson. If you have a running back with the name Bo Jackson, that motherfucker has to be a dog. Ohio State's offense are not dogs. The only thing that I will give Ohio State is their defense. Their defensive program has been and will be good for the still upcoming next couple of years. I'm going the opposite route of where Noah is going and saying that who'd you say was going to be Ohio State?
The Hoosiers, baby. Indiana.
Indiana is not beating Ohio State. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to say that and just put a fork in it right now. It's not going to happen. Ohio State's defense is well-rounded, and is very good. I like Ohio State's defense. I like a good defense. Came in, they beat Illinois, and they walked out. Did not really have any turnovers that I am seeing. However, their defense did get a pick. Now, whenever it comes to Ohio State making the Natty, I don't think that's going to happen. Excuse me. That I will agree on. Ohio State is good, but they're not looking as good as they did last year. I do not think that they are going to make the Natty. However, they are definitely going to make a good run. Jeremiah Smith still looking good. I will say, though, Illinois didn't do too bad. However, could do a little bit better than I thought they could. Still not seeing my buddy up here. which is kind of disappointing. But don't worry, T-Strain, you got this soon. Shout out T-Strain. Illinois, you still look good. However, you guys need to do a little bit better. Ohio State, keep doing what you're doing. That defense looks solid. However, I do not think that you guys are going to make a natty run. And you guys are going to beat Indiana.
Ohio State, Illinois. A rivalry that hasn't been played in several years. But this time it's different. They're two top 25 teams. One the best team in the damn land, the other the 17th. Early on in the season, I was not a big believer in Julian Sain as the starting quarterback, but hey, he's proven he's a good system guy. He's proven that 5-star worthy, and I like it. I think he's a good quarterback now. Luke Altmaier is the complete opposite, though. You're old as shit. You're kind of playing mid as fuck. And, I mean, Illinois, they don't have a run game. They never really have had a run game. But Ohio State having no run game is kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, you had two guys get 40-plus yards, but... I mean, come on. You're Ohio State. And the passing game, Jeremiah Smith, only 42 yards passing. Or only 42 yards receiving is abysmal. You came out with a win on top. I mean, congrats to that. Still the best team in the nation. Reigning champs. Yep, you might make it back to the Natty. You never know. It's a weird year. Indiana's going to be a tough team for you to play, but you still have the best defense in college football right now. Caleb Downs, you have the best player. You have an insane D-line who every single one of those is going to be playing on Sundays, either next year or the year after that. And you still got Ryan Day. I mean, I'm a hater for him because I fucking hate Ryan Day, but he's a decent coach. He just has to beat Michigan. That's all. But there's no way in hell that Indiana beats Ohio State. And if they do, you know what? Props to you. Props to Mendoza. You're my Heisman favorite for that. If you do that. If not, oh well.
On to our next game. Chris can start us out with this one. Number 4, the Ole Miss against Washington State Cougars. Go ahead, Chris.
First things first, I will say, Trinidad, love them. Lacey, love them. I love the win. Right? 4 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Love that. What I don't love is that we only won by 3 points against Washington State Cougars. That I will say, I am glad that our offense is doing good. Trinidad looks solid. We can all agree to that one, can't we? This offense looks good, but the problem is our defense. Know what is going on. I don't know if it's a scheme that we're running. I don't know if it is the defensive coordinator. I don't know what's going on. But that is the main issue we have been facing.
You cut
Excuse
out.
me.
You cut out on the main issue part.
Our defense has been the main issue. Since the start of this season, it has been an issue that we need to get figured out. Our offense looks good. Ever since we started Trinidad, it has gotten better. However, we do need to fix this. That's the only thing that I am saying. Zevi did not have that bad of a game. I will give Washington State their credit. With Kirby and Zevi, they didn't have too bad of a game. Also, Tony Freeman, 9 receptions, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Not too bad of a stat line, can give him that. However, I will say, Ole Miss, we do need to get our defense in check. Love the win. Love walking out with a W week by week, still being undefeated. However, I will say that our defense does need to improve.
I've been saying this about Ole Miss pretty much since the season started. Or about, I'll take that back. Probably about 4 weeks now. The problem is the defense. I mean, as an offense, scoring 24 points on Washington State, not the biggest thing in the world, but you can get by with it. But with Washington State scoring 21 points, what the fuck? Number 4 team in the nation, and your defense should be way better. They have flashes of greatness, they do, but allowing 2 sacks, nah. They should be getting goose eggs. Sorry, I just thought of Chris doing a goose egg, sadly. So,
Do you want me to show you?
no.
Okay.
You should have goose eggs on the sacks.
Ole Miss defense's balls, they look horrible. They really just. This is going to be the reason that they get stopped early on in the playoffs. I mean, you're letting Washington State score 21 on you. And I mean, like, Quan Lacey had a great game. Trinidad Chambliss had a great game. Your offense had a really, really good game, but your defense is just ass. I'm not even going to try to say Washington State's quarterback's name because you know what?
Ekus.
Sure. Ekis. That's what I'm going to... Eek. That's your new name. He had a good game. Voorhees had a great game. And I mean, like Christian said, Tony Freeman had a fantastic game. But if I'm Lane Kiffin, my main focus right now is that defense. That defense looks disgusting. And if you're going to go against Georgia this next upcoming week, Gunnar Stockton, and you know how much I hate Gunnar Stockton, might tear you guys apart. This team's meh. But we'll see what happens next week.
All right, moving on to the Texas Longhorns against the Oklahoma Sooners in the Red River rivalry. That is a mouthful to say. Fuck. All right. Let's start off with Arch Manning looking actually like a decent quarterback for once. He actually looked good. Which is insane to me. I mean, Texas fans get one good win, one quality win, and they don't know how to act. All right. But rivalry games are always different. They're always better. They're always more competitive. Look at West Virginia and Pitt. West Virginia is a dog shit team, but they beat Pitt. Texas is a dumpster fire right now, but they beat the number 6 team in the nation. John Mateer is not 100%. And I think that's the main thing that lost in this game, that he's not 100%. All right. That thumb is gone. Done for. Dunzo. So let's start off with that. He threw 3 picks. No shit. You got a bad fucking thumb. What else? That's it, dude. Like, no shit. They won the fucking game. You got a injured quarterback, and his main thing is his fucking hand. No shit. You're going to win. All right. Put in the fucking backup. Please. Horns down, motherfucker. All right. Fuck the Longhorns. They're not getting back into the championship play. And I hate Arch Manning. That curly-haired little fuck. Fuck Cooper Manning for having sex with his wife and making that little fucker. All right.
Since you said that, shout out to an Ole Miss legend, Eli Manning. Just saying that. That Manning's good. So is Peyton Manning. Gotta give props where it's due.
Just want to throw out that only one man he's ever beat Florida Gators. That's good, and that's Eli. Fuck you, Arch.
I will say, Arch Manning, he looked pretty decent this game up against Oklahoma. 21 for 27. The completion is not bad. The touchdown is not bad. However, the yards, you got to air it out a little bit more. That's something that I will add. I'm just going to keep it a buck. The 20 for 38, 202, and 3 interceptions is beyond disappointing. If you're not ready and you need to sit out a couple of games just so that you can heal up, you should probably just sit out instead of try and play, especially on a hand injury. It's kind of like if a quarterback wanted to play on a shoulder injury or a running back wanted to play on a hamstring injury. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna hurt you in the long run if you decide to play instead of just rest and sit it out a little bit. Oklahoma, you didn't look the greatest. You didn't do too good. I would say put in the backup, let John Mateer relax a little bit. Good job to Texas. I'm with the other two, horns down. I don't like you, Texas fans. And Arch Manning is not going to be the next great Manning. Arch Manning shouldn't even be in the Heisman running either. Shouldn't be in Heisman talk because I've heard a couple of comments about that. He shouldn't be. I'm just going to cut it there. He should not be in the Heisman talk. Just because his last name is Manning does not make him a fucking Texas legend. Arch Manning is not good. He is anything but good. He is a mid quarterback. And he's not going to be good in the NFL. He's not going to succeed from here on out. I don't see him as being a great quarterback. Texas, fuck you guys, horns down. I don't like Arch Manning, but I'll give you props where it's due. Good job on the win.
I mean, are you guys even competitors? I'm asking you two. Do you guys like competition?
I
Yes,
love competition.
love it.
I would ask the same question to John Mateer because you know what he's gonna say? Yes. This is their most hated rival. And if my leg is falling off, tape it back on because I'm playing in this fucking game. I could have a ball getting torn out. I'd be on that field. I agree with John Mateer's decision. Now, I don't agree with him rushing 14 times, but that's Vernable's problem. I mean, Oklahoma, you still have a decent chance to make playoffs. You're not really going to fall too far, I wouldn't hope. But, I mean, you're fine. It's next week. You're playing, I think you play South Carolina next week. Maybe sit Mateer, play Hawkins, just ride it out, let Mateer heal a little longer. And then that next week when they play Ole Miss, throw him back in. Let him play. On the other side, Arch, still not looking that good, but congratulations. You didn't throw an interception. Still kind of had a shitty run game. And, I mean, only real highlight of this game was the 75-yard punt return for a touchdown. Other than that, I can give a shit about this game. Horns down. John Mateer for Heisman. Still will stand on that. And Arch, it's okay if you lose your job, sir. It's okay. Because you know who's going to take you? UTEP.
All right, next game, Dylan can start off with the Fighting Irish and the Wolfpack.
Let's go Irish, friends. Let's go Irish. Started off a little rocky there. Very slow. Wasn't very happy about that. But you know what? I forgot who had the biggest dick in the nation. CJ Carr.
We're keeping that in, by the way.
Oh, I will be. I love you, CJ Carr.
Start bouncing on your chair and saying thank you.
I love you, CJ Carr. Thank you for being a good quarterback and actually being able to pass. No matter how much I love Riley Leonard, he could not pass a ball. Also, Jeremiah Love, still the best running back in the nation. I will stand on that forever because I love you, my boy. That's staying in. Throw that on TikTok too if you want to. Eli Raridan, I was very, very hesitant on you in the beginning of the season, but honestly, you're starting to become a really good tight end. And also, Will Pauling is finally giving the reps he deserves. I love Will Pauling, and I think he's a I think he's a good receiver. And I was so happy when we got him from Wisconsin. Him and Malachi Fields, which not a big game for Malachi Fields, which I wasn't too happy about, but I could really care less. And the main thing that I was bitching about early on, remember that? It was called what was that? Oh yeah, the D line. Tell me why Boubacar Traore is now. He just had himself a 2-sack game. Last 3 games in a row, he has had a sack. I mean, we're getting quarterback finally, and I'm happy about it. Chris Ash is doing something right. I was shitting on him in the beginning. Now I'm happy. So you know what? I'm sorry, Chris Ash. I apologize for calling you a black trash can. Mike Denbrock, still mixed on you. Christian Gray, you clearly had possession of that ball, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine because you know what? You beat the shit out of him, 36-7. I'm proud of that. And Don Schuler, great interception, great return, loved it. Other side, NC State. Hold your head up there, little bro. CJ Bailey, he looked really good in the first half, but then came Boubacar Traore. He came and hunted you down, you little bitch. Sorry, not really sorry. I don't really give a shit. But other than that, your team looked horrible, and you lost.
Hold your head up there, little bro. It's fucking insane. But don't worry, mine's short and sweet. Built a ass. Jeremiah Love him.
I get it. Jeremiah, love him. Anyways, just like Dylan said, hold your head up, little bro. It's okay. You eat shit, you fall, shit happens. Except don't be ass. CJ Bailey, you had a good first half, and then you went and shit the bed. And also, with a name like Hollywood Smothers, you think you'd be good. No, you're not good. You're not good. You went 1 for 1 for negative yards. -4 yards. -4 yards. I'm just going to let that sit with you. CJ Carr looks good. 19 for 31, 342 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Love, still a dog. 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Eli, not too bad. For a tight end as well. Very good. For 109 yards. Will Pauling had a good game. And just like Dylan was bringing up, Boubacar had 2 sacks. 2-sack game. Guess how many sacks that NC State had as a whole? 2 sacks. So you had just as many sacks as the entire NC State's defense. NC State, your ass. Notre Dame looks good. Love Jeremiah Love. I like CJ Carr as a quarterback. And good win by the Fighting Irish.
Moving on to Florida State and Pittsburgh. I want to talk about this one. Welcome to it, losers. Y'all fucking suck too. Y'all lost to fucking Pittsburgh. Are you fucking kidding me? Their quarterback's last name is Heinschel. You lost to a white boy named Heinschel, and he threw 2 picks. How does it feel? FSU. Only fat bitches go there, and that's a lot coming from this guy. All right. Ty Castellanos, 3 touchdowns. Still couldn't get the job done. Fucking losers, dude. Y'all fucking suck. Y'all started off so hot. Now you're just like the Nittany Lions. 0-3. Fucking bitches.
FSU, you guys are absolute frauds. I called it. Sure, you had a good first 3 games. And the past 3 games, you have been shitting the bed. You went from ranked 4th. Oh, no, ranked 7th. Sorry, my bad. Ranked 7th by week 4. And you have tumbled all the way to rank 25 and went from 3-0 to 3-3. Everybody had the highest amount of hopes on you guys, making a natty run, being undefeated. What the fuck is going on? To the point where you lose to Pittsburgh, who has not been relevant since Kenny fucking Pickett and his fake slide. That is the only time they've been relevant, and you lost 30-31. If you want to get back on that boat of relevancy, get back on the top 10 ship, you guys need to figure your shit out and play like you have the first 3 weeks. If you don't, you are exposing your ass to everyone and making a fool out of yourself. Pittsburgh, good win against the frauds. FSU, get your shit together.
You know what? I need someone to explain to me. How can Florida State, how can their own stadium pulse affect them? Because they're choke artists. I mean, they're choke artists. Oh my god. I mean, Castellanos actually had himself a decent passing game, but Norvell, what happened, buddy? You just choked. You suck. Hopefully you get bought out like James Franklin just did, because you are a dog shit coach. Like, I have nothing else to say. This is a horrible, horrible way to just end, pretty much end your season. Your season's over at this point. You should have just called it right after the Bama game and just said, we're national champs. But you know what? You suck. You're dog shit.
Okay.
Now moving on to the circus show that came on and played. We're talking about Florida and Texas A&M. And here to kick it off, we got Noah Johnston.
Okay, so we're kicking it off. All right, look. I know I laughed at FSU. I have room to laugh. They're 0-3 in the ACC. We're 1-2 in the SEC. Tougher to play, and I'll tell you that. All right, we have the number 1 toughest ranked schedule in all of FBS. It's true. It's true. All right, it's true. Last week we beat Texas, and everything looked promising. We were in la la land. But then we go down to Kyle Field, the College Station. We have a chip on our shoulder. DJ Lagway, not a bad game. He didn't throw a pick. That's once in a blue moon. Not sponsored, but it's once in a blue moon. Hey, he doesn't throw a pick. 20-37, 2 touchdowns, 245 passing yards. Not a bad game on Lagway's part. It's the one fucking game, the defense forgets what they've been doing for the past 6 weeks. They forget. They just forget. Oh, we held LSU to 20 points. Great. Held Miami to 26. Great. But God forbid we gotta play the Aggies. And we didn't even do shit. Billy Napier, I swear to God, you have somehow outlasted James fucking Franklin. All right, you have somehow outlasted James Franklin. And that pisses me off when his buyout is like 40 mil. But what's your buyout? 27? You're telling me there's not enough damn money in the fucking Gator? There's not enough damn money in the Gator boosters to raise 27 mil for Ballsack Billy's buyout. All right. That's what we're calling it from now on. I'll be talking about this every single episode. until he was gone. Because this is just pissing me off. It's screen. 3rd and 16. Screen. 3rd and 22. Screen. What are we... What, help me understand what's in the Sun Belt's coach's mind to run screen after screen on 3rd and long. Cool. You're trying to get yards for a fucking punt. Cool. How about don't get in situations that allow us to do screens on 3rd and longs, 3rd and forevers? Our O-line is dog shit. Complete dog shit. Can't do nothing. Fucking nothing's happening over there. They're all in fucking La La Land. All right. I have high hopes for DJ still. He didn't play a bad game. There's everything wrong with the coaching. Billy is too selfish to hire an offensive coordinator. He's too full of himself. You know, he said in the post-game conference that our play calling is what got us here. Yeah, your play calling got you to 2-4. 2-4. When you have what could be a playoff threat team. Every dude on this fucking team is talented as fuck. That's not even bias. That's just the truth. But you're not using them correctly because you're not an SEC coach. You don't know how this shit works. Dan Mullen is 6-0 at UNLV right now. And that just fuels my fucking hate for Billy Napier. So my takeaway is I don't think DJ's a problem. I don't think he's part of the problem anymore. I truly think that Billy Napier is the complete and whole problem of this whole entire Florida football program. Fire Napier. It is a dumpster fire, and he's just making it worse. Well, he's getting a bag out of it. Fuck Billy Napier. Fuck Ballsack Billy. And fuck Scott Strickland.
I'll just make it short and simple. Fire Billy. He's not doing y'all justice whatsoever. It feels like that he's just there for the money program. That's it just feels like to me that's just all he's there for. DJ Lagway didn't have a bad game. However, the defense shits the bed whenever it matters. Offense doesn't know how to call a correct play whenever it matters, which is looks like to be the entire fucking game, and on 3rd down, apparently. Florida is a dumpster fire right now. Fire Billy.
Billy Ballsack. You are such a bad coach, dude. You've turned DJ Lagway into a bad quarterback. And he was correct me if I'm wrong, but a top 2 quarterback recruit in his class.
Yeah, he was like top 5 in Texas, all of Texas, by the way. Across the nation, to be honest with you.
But here comes Billy Ballsacks to just destroy him. I mean, that's disgusting. And I don't understand. You know, at least Dan Mullins brought you guys some success, and at least he turned bad players good. And he gave others chances. You know, Billy Ballsack sucks. I'm glad that they decided to start using Dallas Wilson more because I think he's a good receiver. But Billy doesn't know how to scheme him open properly. And also, they did not build a good O-line enough to hold blocks for DJ to go through his reads. There were several times where I was just watching DJ in the pocket, and here would just come just random defenders. It could be a safety. It could just be a straight D lineman. But no one's blocking him. And most of the time, it was Cassius Howell. He got back there so many times and just disrupted so many passes. How is DJ supposed to make these plays? How do you expect your quarterback to do this if he can't even move back there. He can't find anybody open because you don't have an O-line for him. And your defense, it's okay. I mean, it's nothing really to rave about. It's okay. I mean, you have some good players, but other than that, it's meh. On the other side, I mean, A&M, they're solid, I guess. I mean, I'm still not really a big Marcel Reed believer. He overshoots every single deep ball, and he's okay in mid accuracy. The run game was pretty decent, even though Le'Veon Moss did go down with an injury. And then Mario Craver, 2 receptions, 77 yards. Meh. Not really anything to go crazy about. But their defense just, every time I looked at my TV and it was this Florida game, it was just people in DJ Lagway's face and him just getting flustered to where he couldn't throw the ball. He couldn't do anything with it. Fire Billy. Try to get DJ some blocking or he's out. Or you're just going to destroy his career.
And on to our last game of the college football section. We have the big one, the big boy matchup here that I don't think anybody here really saw the outcome of besides Pat McAfee. The Hoosiers versus the Ducks in Eugene. Who wants to go first on this one?
Game of the week. I had Oregon proving that Indiana was a bunch of frauds, but maybe it was reverse. Fernando Mendoza is now my clear Heisman favorite right now. If John Mateer doesn't go crazy on his get back season a little bit. And oh my God, this defense made Dante Moore look scared. I have nothing else really to say because, I mean, I'm astonished. Oh, other than that, Elijah Surratt is good.
The Hoosiers, baby. The Hoosiers. Fernando Mendoza, he is now my Heisman favorite. Dude's a dog. Walk in your trap, take over your trap type shit. Yeah, fuck Oregon. I still think they'll make the playoffs. Big believer in Indiana this year. I think they're a way better team than they were last year. I think they'll make it deep in the playoffs. If not, Natty Ron. What am I saying? Oh my God. That's all I got. Great game. Game of the week. Pretty easily. On to Chris. My PB Bill.
Can we just keep that in to show the world that he might actually be not straight? Okay. The Hoosiers. 6-0. Won against Oregon, 30-20. I still don't think they're going to beat Ohio State. Both of these quarterbacks did not look their best. The quarterback game did not look fantastic. However, I will have to agree with Dylan. Game of the week was not a bad game. Pretty fun game, especially whenever watching the highlights to give me a little refresher. Actually liked it. I will say Dante Moore did not look his best, going 1-for-2 ratio on the touchdown to interceptions. Roman Hemby had one hell of a game. 70 buddies. Indiana looks good. Not good enough to beat Ohio State. I'll just say that now. Oregon looks like they deserve to be ranked within top 5. However, just coming off of this loss, it shouldn't drop them down any. They're not terrible, however, it looked like probably an off week to them. Both quarterbacks do need a little bit of improve. They have room for improvement. I will say that. However, I will say that this is the game of the week. I liked it. One of my favorite games, especially being an Ole Miss fan and just watching us win. I will say that Oregon and Indiana was my personal game of the week.
Yeah, game of the week all agree is Indiana, Oregon. Honestly, that was the easiest game of the week we've ever had. So, close second for me would be Alabama and Mizzou. About y'all.
Agreed, Mr. Man. Agreed.
I disagree. I would have to say it would be might have to be East Tennessee State Buccaneers versus the VMI Keydets. Pretty solid game.
Okay, interesting pick for his second game of the week.
I'm just kidding. I'd say it's also it would have to be Alabama, Missouri.
Yeah.
I don't think you're kidding.
Yeah. Dylan, anything you want
I
to
hate
rant
you.
about?
No, I'll save that for later
Okay.
when I have some good stuff to rant about. Because I definitely should tomorrow.
Yeah. I hate Florida right now. You know, it's like a girlfriend that cheated on you. Just hate her. Except I want to throw Billy Napier in a fire. I want him gone. I hate
Billy Ballsack.
Billy Ballsack. I hate you. Is that all Billy's seeing? Is the screenplay? I bet he like jerks off to screenplays at night. Because there's no way a man can love a screenplay more than Billy Napier. You think whenever he lays down with his wife in bed at night, she has to tell him screenplay, and then that's just automatic go? Like, can
You
this
know
be
what I
left?
think he
Can this
does?
can this be left in?
I feel like that his wife tapes a picture of a screenplay written out just right on right on her face, and that gets him just riled up.
He's thinking about the wrong like X's and O's,
Or
dog.
or just a quick pass play on a third and long. Or run.
I
Or
think
run
he
play
likes
on
to
third and
post his
long.
like playbooks on Reddit before he goes into games, just so he can like kind of help out the other team a little bit, you know?
Caption's just like, yo, this shit good, guys. Everybody's
I
saying
feel
no.
like he just goes on
At
Madden
Mike
and
Elko.
goes. I feel like he goes in Madden and just goes down the screen pass option and stop you sit down.
Dude, I can't wait for this Florida FSU game. It's gonna be so bad. The battle of dog shit.
the the dog shit showdown.
The
So
the
excited.
circus fight.
Battle of loser buttheads.
The Loserville. The Loserville fight. Get this shit over with. I don't need a song.
Bear
I don't need a fucking
down,
band
Chicago
playing.
Bears.
I would
The Bills
like
lost
to get
I-
this
to
shit.
Michael
He needs a
Penis.
song. And I
I
get
turned
it.
him down.
No one needs a salad. Fuck you, bitch. Welcome to the
Bear
club. The
down,
loser
Chicago
club.
Bears. The Atlanta Falcons beat Buffalo. Bear down, Chicago
Dylan,
Bears.
if you keep singing this song,
Caleb Williams
I'm just
beat
gonna
Jaden
leave.
Daniels. Oh no, Christian's getting really mad now. Well, guess what? He's mad now. Bear down, Chicago Bears. The Buffalo Bills lost to Michael Penis. You're not the pride and joy of the NFL. Bear down, Chicago Bears.
I think the Michael Penis sent him over the edge, dude. Okay.
Someone's angry.
Fuck. The first ad I get on ESPN is obesity expert.
Just start
Uh,
the fucking podcast, dude.
I mean, it's already started. We're just starting the NFL segment.
Okay.
Why are you so mad?
What happened today that made you so mad?
Yeah, Christian, what happened today that made you so mad?
So upset. So upset he's spaghetti.
Can we just get this shit over with, please?
No, answer the question first. Then we'll start.
Why are you
Why are you so upset he's spaghetti?
Oh my fucking god! Can we just get this fucking shit
I-
over with?
I love upsetty spaghetti. So
Do you want me to
much.
turn it into a song for you?
Dylan, I'm not fucking joking.
It's-
We either
it's being-
get this shit done. And listen, we either get this shit done or fucking not.
I'm
Let's
gonna
just get
keep
it
singing.
over with.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Someone's upsetty spaghetti. Do you need some spaghettios?
Some ravioli.
Ravioli, give me the formula.
Yeah, me money.
So, Christian, why are you so mad today?
I did a really bad Squidward impression. That's why.
I don't think that's why.
SpongeBob.
Uh-huh.
Yo, who's this guy
SpongeBob.
Shelly and why does he roll?
I think he needs to see Jelly Roll.
He needs to see Jelly Roll.
He needs to
He
see the
did.
video.
He did it. He did the Jelly Roll. Okay. So,
The Jelly
Okay.
Roll.
so kicking it off for the NFL section of the podcast. The New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Holy shit. Would you believe these guys won the fucking Super Bowl last year? No, I couldn't. Dog. The Eagles, they're fucking Jalen Hurts is a bitch. You fucking L. You lost to Jackson Dart. All right. Jackson Dart had a decent game. 19 for 25, one touchdown, 195 yards. Pretty chill game. Cam Scatterbo, 3 fucking touchdowns. All right. I love that man. I wanted him to be my father. So let's go off with that. Yeah. Dog of a game. 2 dogs just going out there and fucking the shit out of some female dogs. Fucking the shit out of some bitches. All right. All I gotta say about this game. Not too much of a belt to ass, but gave it to him. Jackson Dart and Scatterbo. Kind of a deadly combo. That's all I gotta say. Somebody has to fucking talk, all right?
I guess I'll go next. Philly relies too much on Jalen Hurts and the tush push. It's not as good as you think it is. It's not as good as it used to be. The fact that you have to jump off sides every single time you do it, the fact that you ran it 4 times in a row. I don't know what's happening to Philadelphia. They're not looking like the Super Bowl team like last year. Dallas Goedert had one hell of a game, 9 receptions for 110 yards and a touchdown. But I am not seeing Saquon Barkley action whatsoever. 12 carries for 58 yards. If this was last year's Saquon would have had 150, 200 yards, probably 3 touchdowns. I'm not seeing the Philadelphia Eagles that we were seeing last year. Then we saw 1 snap from Russell Wilson, and they immediately booed him off the field. Jackson Dart played one hell of a game, but Cam Scatterbo played the best game that I have seen so far with 98 yards and 3 touchdowns. Wandale Robinson is looking like to be their next wide receiver one right now. 6 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown. Good choice. Overall, I would like to say New York Giants, they were looking good this year. Happy to see Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo. And I don't know what the hell's going on with the Eagles, but they need to get it figured out.
Mr. Skibbity, you had a great game, man. And I'll revert back to that's how a white man runs a football. Because that's how a white man runs a football right there. CTE style. I love it. Fantastic game by Mr. Skibbity there. And Jackson Dart, I'm going to glaze the fuck out of you because I don't know. Why not? You're a good quarterback, so you deserve to be glazed. The concussion hit. That wasn't a concussion, but was pretty close to one. It was a little iffy. And how it was handled was a little iffy, but hey, you know what? It's Dabble's job. He can do what he wants. And good job, Wandale Robinson, stepping up for Malik Neighbors being injured. That's a good job on you, man. Like, you're taking a very large portion now, and it's helping your career. You were originally going to be just written off as wash, but now, hey, you're doing yourself pretty good. New York's defense looked pretty good, and they stopped the reigning champions. Saquon is kind of having himself an off year, which unfortunately we kind of did say was going to happen. And Jalen Hurts, you're not better than Cam Newton. You're not better than Jackson Dart.
All right, on to our next game, which is going to be the Los Angeles Rams against Baltimore Ravens. Who wants to start for this one?
Rams, looking good. Puka is now questionable with a ankle injury. Kyron Williams looked pretty decent, 50 yards for a touchdown. Matthew Stafford, as old as he's getting, dog. Tyler Higbee, 4 receptions, 4 targets, 40 yards, and a touchdown. That's a pretty good stat line. And the Ravens being disappointing again for the 6th consecutive week in a row. I'm saying 6, even though you beat Cleveland, you acted like it was the Super Bowl. Now you guys are 1-5 with that being your only win. Derrick Henry had 24 carries for 122 yards, and yet y'all still lost 17-3. You guys are looking to be the most disappointing franchise this ever. I would have to. The Baltimore Ravens are becoming a disappointing franchise this season. Second close, I would have to say, is the Kansas City Chiefs. Third would have to be the Philadelphia Eagles with how they've been playing. But if you have as many weapons as you have right now, utilize them. Derrick Henry, Justice Hills, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, DeAndre Hopkins, Rashad Bateman. You have all of these good players, and yet you guys don't know how to play football. You guys are not coming back from starting 1-5. I do not believe it. You guys need one hell of an improvement. You guys definitely need Lamar, because without Lamar, you guys are nothing. The Rams look decent. I feel like they're going to make a playoff run this year. And the Ravens definitely need a lot of improvement going forward.
All I got to say about this game is Baltimore. Welcome to the club. It's fun, ain't it?
You know, I think Baltimore needs to sit down and do a serious rebuild. They need to rebuild they need to be like the Chicago Bears. A great team that just beat the Commanders. But on a more serious note, there was talks about the Ravens potentially drafting Shadur Sanders to be Lamar Jackson's backup. Now, let's look who Lamar Jackson's backups are right now. Cooper Rush, dog shit game, and Tyler Huntley. Dog shit. You could have had the difference maker. But hey, now he's on the Browns and will probably never go to the fuck. God damn it, motherfucker.
I don't waste footage, okay?
Now he's on the Browns. He's just a backup there when he could have been starting for you while Lamar's out. And maybe this proves a better case for why Lamar was an MVP candidate. Because this team is absolutely horrible. And you know what, Christian? I don't think you should be shouting out Justice Hill. He is not good. He is not
Hold
good.
on now. He's definitely a backup. That's a pretty good player.
He's somebody I cut when I get Madden franchises with him. I cut him. Anyways, on to the Rams. Puka, you getting injured fucked my fantasy team. I'm mad at you. Kyron Williams, just keep being you, man. Just keep being you and maybe hit my line.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
And that Rams defense is always really good. Braden Fisk and Jared Verse are terrifying. And, like, I'm not even mentioning half the names on there because this is just a scary defense. Other than that, Ravens suck dick. You're back at the bottom.
Also want to throw out there, because I forgot to take Lamar out of my fantasy team. My fantasy lineup, I'm getting beat right now by Pitt's got me chubbed up. All right. I'm on like a 4-game losing streak right now in fantasy. It's bad. But moving on to our next game, the Bucks versus the 49ers. I want to change my opinion on something real quick.
You skipped over the Seahawks and Jaguars.
I did.
Yes, it went Rams versus at Ravens, and then Seahawks at Jaguars, and then 49ers at Buccaneers.
No, let me fact check this real quick because I didn't see that in there. Nah, there it is. You were right. I don't waste, okay? I do not waste. So moving on to our next game. The Seahawks and the Jags. All right. Who wants to start off?
Congratulations to Seattle. Sam Darnold is a very underrated quarterback right now. In my opinion, he's good. Not great, not bad, but good. Between average and good, depending on the week. 16 for 27, 2 touchdowns, 295. Not too bad. Kenneth Walker, ass. Zach Charbonnet, fumbled it. You have Zach and Kenneth. You guys had a total of 60 yards. However, JSN is a fucking dog. 8 receptions, 162 yards, and a touchdown. Y'all need to keep feeding that man. That's your dog right there. On the other side, Jacksonville didn't look too shabby. It was definitely an off week for them. Not entirely. Trevor Lawrence looked pretty good. Travis Hunter could have used a couple more yards. Brian Thomas Jr. still looks really good. I like the Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. combo. Love it to death. I think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback as well. I think this was just an off week for him. My take is I definitely think that both of these teams are playoff contenders. Now, do I think they're going to make a playoff run? and go far? No. Are they playoff contenders? Possibility that they are. If they keep playing the way that they are playing recently, yes, they will definitely be playoff contenders. And I definitely see Trevor Lawrence might be a dark horse MVP, in my opinion.
I have nothing to say about this game because I didn't watch it. So, on to Dylan.
I think when JSN's career is over, number 11 will be hanging up in Seattle's rafters. But I also think at the same time, he's going to have several quarterbacks because Sam Darnold is not good. You can try to convince me every single way, but I do not believe he's good. I haven't thought he's good ever since Minnesota. I think he's just average. He's an average white man. I could say that because I am an average white man. If you replaced me with Sam Darnold, I would do the same thing. I'd throw straight to JSN. Your run game is dog shit. Your defense is okay. But hey, you sacked Trevor Lawrence 7 times. Let's talk about that. I'm not saying anything, but have you guys noticed Trevor Lawrence's hands have gotten stickier since the Kansas City game? He got sacked 7 times and didn't fumble once. You guys want to know how or why his hands are so sticky? And let me tell you, it's not stickum. Buddy probably picks his nose before every play now. And you know what? Props. Go crazy, big boy.
That
You
boy's
deserve
digging
it.
for gold.
He's digging for gold, and you know what? He can do that. He's an NFL quarterback. If he wants to dig for gold, go for it. Your run game is still dog shit. ETN, 27 yards, dog shit. Pass game is getting a little better. I like Parker Washington. I think if he can actually, step up a little bit more, he can be really good. And then Travis Hunter, you only getting 15 yards is crazy. And you're supposed to be the number 2 receiver for them, but really you're a bench guy. Pick a position, receiver or corner. Don't do both. And I mean, other than that, I didn't really watch much of the game. I got to watch some red zone highlights, so here's a little takeaway. Sam Darnold ass, Trevor Lawrence likes to pick his nose.
All right, now on to our next game that I messed up. The Bucs versus the 49ers. So what I originally was going to say is that I kind of want to flip my opinion here. After seeing this game, I think I switched my MVP candidate from Josh Allen to Baker Mayfield.
Honestly, not blaming Noah whatsoever. I'll get onto that in a little bit. I got something cooked up. Mac Jones is going back to his Mac Jones way. 347 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Christian McCaffrey looking pretty healthy. I don't remember what what player got injured in this game. It's in the top of my head. I just don't remember which player it was. But Kendrick Bourne with 5 receptions and 142 yards. That's a dog. Christian McCaffrey, 54 yards and a touchdown. Trying to make some sort of comeback. And Mac Jones just looks like Bun's booty cheeks right now. However, Baker Mayfield, that's definitely a MVP for me. Rashad White and Sean Tucker both looked pretty decent. Emeka Egbuka, injured. Sadly. I was really hoping to see him pop off with another 100-yard game again. San Fran, I don't know what's going on. but maybe it's just an off week for you and Mac Jones. Mac Jones has to step up a little bit, though. Christian McCaffrey has to come back to his Christian McCaffrey ways. Tampa Bay looking like absolute dogs. Baker Mayfield is definitely an MVP candidate. Probably the top MVP candidate for me.
I've been one of Baker's boys forever. I love Baker Mayfield. Not as much as CJ Carr, but I love Baker Mayfield. He will win MVP this year, and this game should be the only game. And I also do want to bring this back. A couple weeks ago, whenever I said Mac Jones is dog shit, and Christian said, "No, Mac Jones is good." What did you say about Mac Jones? He's back to his old ways? Because he's always been stuck in his own fucking ways. He's horrible. He's dog shit. And you know what? I'm going to see him in the fan-controlled football league. That shit doesn't even run anymore. That's where he's going to be because he fucking sucks. He's horrible. Both teams couldn't get a run game going. But I will give Kendrick Bourne some props. I really like Kendrick Bourne. It just sucks he's on the Niners. Because I think he's a fantastic receiver, but he's just stuck there. And you know what? Let's start a petition to get Kendrick Bourne out of San Fran. Let's bring him to someplace that will use him properly. Let's get him a decent quarterback who will throw him the ball. And let's use him. Let's use Kendrick Bourne. But other than that, Baker for MVP. I'm not really blown away by, San Fran this year because they're dog shit. But you know who I am blown away by? You really want to know who I'm blown away by?
Please tell us, D-Rock.
Nobody on either team, really. I mean, everybody just kind of played meh. But Yaya Diaby had himself 2 sacks, so, I mean, at least that's something. Oh, and Sean Tucker, please bring back the tweets.
On to our next game. Chiefs versus Lions. I didn't watch this game, so y'all two can have at it.
The Lions disappointed. The Lions showed up and disappointed. Everybody had you as a heavy favorite. Everybody had the Detroit Lions as a heavy favorite up against the Kansas City Chiefs, hoping that you would show that Kansas City is washed, and you came and you ruined it. I will give props to wherever it's due. Patrick Mahomes had one hell of a game. 22 for 30, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns in the air, and a touchdown on the ground. I don't know if it's just me seeing this, but how I'm seeing it, Patrick Mahomes is literally carrying the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is the only one putting in the work. Travis Kelce, you need to get your head out of Taylor Swift's ass and start scoring some. I don't even think he has a single receiving touchdown. No, he does not have one receiving touchdown this entire year. And it's going into week 7, and you don't have one receiving touchdown. Stop focusing on that pop star. Start focusing on your job. Jahmyr Gibbs, I don't know what's going on with you. You had one hell of a season last season. I don't know what's going on with you this season. I don't know if you're distracted on something. I don't know if you're taking something that you shouldn't be taking. I don't know what the hell is going on. We need to bring back Jahmyr Gibbs that we saw last season. David Montgomery had a good 2 weeks, 2 solid weeks. Came up, had only 24 yards. 24 rushing yards. Amon-Ra, I don't know what's going on with you. Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta are both dogs on the Detroit Lions. And I will give them their props. Amon-Ra, And Jahmyr Gibbs, I don't know what's going on. And the last thing that I have to say is that Kansas City might have won the game, but Juju got his ass beat in the end. He got bitch smacked at the end. And everybody, I guarantee you, everybody has been waiting for that moment to happen. And I'm so glad that finally did happen.
I think Travis Kelce's doing just fine. He's putting up his normal numbers. Other than that, I mean, other than Travis Kelce, this Chiefs receiving core is not the best, but it'll get good this next week as Rashee Rice is coming back. Patrick Mahomes, he had a great game, like normal. And, maybe Andy Reid isn't as senile as I thought. Still pretty senile, though. Other side, though, Jahmyr Gibbs, they kind of flipped it a little bit. Last year, I think David Montgomery was more the featured back, and then Jahmyr Gibbs was kind of like hey, let's fuck him up and throw him in randomly. But this year, they're using him as the main guy now, and he's good. But to kind of mess with defenses, you gotta use a David Montgomery type. JMO, I mean, he's having probably one of his best seasons I've ever seen from him. And Amon-Ra just had an off game. It happens. This Detroit defense looked okay. I mean, Kirby Joseph, he got hurt a couple times, and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. But the main person that I want to focus on is Aiden Hutchinson. I'm a big Aiden Hutchinson guy, and he shaved his head, and he got a goatee, so he looked like Stone Cold. That's all I could see in his interview. He literally looked like Stone Cold, and I was just waiting for him to go, what? But, hey, you know what? Chiefs won. They used their black magic again, and any day that Detroit loses, I'm happy.
All right, and on to our next game. It's going to be Chris can take over for this one.
No, I would like to go last, please. I would like to go
Okay.
last because I
Okay.
have something I want to say, and I'm just as pissed as you are. I'm like you pissed off at Billy Napier pissed. So I would volunteer to go last.
Okay. Gotcha. The Bills and the Falcons. Holy fuck. What the fuck? Yeah, nah. It wasn't built to ass, but Michael Penis Jr., dog, had the game of a lifetime for his standards, all right? Game of a lifetime for him. All right. 20 for 32, one touchdown, 250 yards. Josh Allen not even surpassing 200 yards. Having two interceptions, two touchdowns, 15 for 26. What the fuck? Dude played like kind of like dog. All right. Bad. And Robinson, 170 rushing yards. Fuck. Yeah. You got killed. The Bills got killed today. And yeah. But hey, there's still playoff hopes. All right. There's still that. Winter time's coming around. Allen gets a little bit active. It's coming around. It's okay. It's all right, baby. Also, just want to say to this camera, to anybody watching, my dad was fucking wrong. He won't admit it. All right. But that dude was fucking wrong. He said the Bills would come back and beat the Falcons. And then, after the game ended, he said, I can't recall that. Motherfucker, yes, you can. All right. You asshole. The Bills lost. The Falcons won. I'm saddened because I hate the Falcons. And I hate to see my boy Chris mad, but God, it is funny as fuck.
As you heard, whenever I started this recording, I was singing a little tune. Do I need to sing it again for everybody to get a little reminder?
I would love to hear the tune again.
I would not.
You know what, Christian? just for your sanity right now, I won't sing it. But what I will say is, you have no wide receiver one, dude.
Thanks, Sherlock Holmes. Couldn't figure
Hey,
that
this,
one
this
out.
is my turn. This is my turn. Shut your fucking mouth, or I'm gonna start singing. Anyways, you know what? Go. Oh my
What a laser. What a laser, dude.
What a guy.
Josh Allen couldn't even make that throw.
Dude.
Fuck.
I mean, he'd make it to the defense because, dude, he's playing like rookie year Josh Allen again.
To the defense.
He's got to take off that fucking visor and go back to, visorless. Just a
Long
nice
hair.
compression shirt. Yeah, I mean, long hair's working for him, but it could be Haley Steinfeld. She could have just sucked, she could have sucked the talent out of him. It happens,
Exactly.
But hey,
I would.
James Cook had an okay game. That'll make you happy. Oh, also, maybe don't have a defense that's like 40 years old at this point. But you know what? Let's talk about the Falcons. Let's talk about Mr. Penis. Mr. Penis, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Penis, man. I'm sorry. Bijan Robinson, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Drake London, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because Bijan, 170 yards. Drake London, 158 yards. Mr. Penis schooled you. And you know what? Josh Allen, you got picked like a nose twice. All I gotta say is, I don't know, maybe like figure it out. Go get a wide receiver one. Go figure it out, dude. You need Keon Coleman to develop, or if he just can't develop, go out, go make a trade. Go get a big jump ball receiver. Hey, I heard Quentin Johnston could possibly be available, but I'm just making that up, so, you do you.
Firstly, I'd like to say, Dylan, thank you for not singing for my sanity. I'm going to start off by saying congratulations. Michael, Bijan, Drake, you all had a great game. Y'all did good. Y'all beat us. As for Buffalo, James Cook, I have nothing to say to you. You've been racking up yards and playing like a beast week by week. So you're good. The rest of Buffalo. What in the fuck is going on? I don't know what the fuck we are doing. Defense? I don't know if you guys remember how to play football. You're supposed to tackle. You're supposed to know how to cover. You're supposed to learn how to not leave anyone open. And that's all you've been doing. Leaving open, scared to tackle. Not only has our defense, we've had the shittiest run defense for the past couple of years. But now we're developing a terrible pass defense. I don't know what the fuck the defense is doing. I don't know what the fuck the offense is doing. I don't know if you guys are playing patty cake or copping a feel of the defensive lineman. Deion Dawkins is an all-pro tackle and couldn't block for shit tonight. I don't know what the fuck is going on. We need a wide receiver one, or we need to develop Keon Coleman. We're not doing any of that. We're not doing anything. Who else do we have to throw to? Joshua Palmer? He was our highest receiving yards receiver this game. And Josh Allen, I love you, but you are starting to slip away in that MVP running. With your decision making, interceptions happen. That's fine. But 3 games with an interception or more, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the Bills. We have only had wins from the Jets, who are winless, and the rest of them only have 1 win. I don't know what the fuck the Bills are doing. I don't know what the defense is trying to do. I don't know if the offensive line just went fucking dense and forgot how to block. And I don't know what the fuck Josh Allen is aiming for. You guys need to figure your shit out because I not like watching you guys right now. You guys are pissing me off so fucking badly. Worse than these 2 fucking Nimrods on my screen right now. And these 2 dumbasses can piss me off pretty well. But tonight, I get it. The Patriots, they have a good fucking defense. And now everyone's glazing Drake May to be the next Tom Brady. No, it's not going to happen. He's not that fucking good. And now we're losing to the Atlanta Falcons. To the fucking Falcons. To the Falcons. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. But we need to figure something out. Because I can get away with losing to the Bills, but if we lose twice in a row and the second time was to the Atlanta fucking Falcons, we need to get something together.
So on to the last game, which if we check our clocks here, it ended not too long ago. One of us is happy tonight. The Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. I caught the very last few seconds of this game. Caleb Williams, not bad. For a man who paints his nails, not bad. All right, not bad. 17 for 29, 1 touchdown, 252 yards. That's like a routine game at this point from a decent quarterback. DeAndre Swift had a good game, 14 carries, 108 yards. Coolio. But the last second field goal, dog, to put 1 point over, cinema, just cinema. On the other side, Jaden Daniels, honestly, was kind of dogging on him a little bit. 3 touchdowns, 211 yards, 19 for 26. Just dogging on him, but he couldn't keep up. Want to know why? Because Jaden Daniels went to LSU. You know what LSU are? Bunch of little bitches. I hate LSU. You can suck my dick. All right. Anybody who likes LSU, not you, Dylan. All right. Anybody who likes LSU can suck this dick. All right. That includes you, Chris. I don't care. I'm gunning for every other SEC team. All right.
Let me just say this. You will be just as disappointed trying to find his dick.
Yeah, because it gets lost in your nose. But that's right, on record. Chris puts my dick up his nose. Yeah. Cinema game. Loved it. The Bears are still kind of dog shit, but get better over time. I think they probably won't make playoffs again, but it's okay. As long as Notre Dame does something good, Dylan will be a happy good boy. So
congratulations to the Bears winning their game. Proud of you guys. However, y'all were taking some shots at Jane Daniels' knee. I saw a couple of plays where you guys pulled on Jane Daniels' knee, went helmet to his knee. Good strategy. I like it, though. Caleb Williams didn't look too bad. 17 for 29, a touchdown and 252 yards. His pocket presence doesn't look too shabby. You know who is a dog, though, tonight? DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift had a hell of a game tonight. I would like to say anyone who has DeAndre Swift on their fantasy team, good for you. Daniels did not look too bad. 19 for 26, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Not too shabby. However, definitely some improvement needing work on the handoff aspect of the game. If you don't know your simple job as to hand off a ball, that's going to cost you the game. One last thing, I had money on Jake Moody missing that field goal. Guess he did not. So, thanks, Jake Moody, for not fucking choking whenever it actually mattered.
As now the best team on this podcast, the Bears, you know, they have this aura about them. Caleb has this aura about him. I don't know whether it's his nails, his Light 2 helmet, or if it's the fact that, you know, sometimes he comes out with, you know, some of the negative drip. Could just be Ben Johnson being a maniac. But Swift is a dog. Adunze is a dog. Montez Sweat is a dog. Jake Moody, I shit you not, I had flashbacks of Cairo Santos getting the kick blocked in Green Bay, and I swear to God, if that happened, I would have put a hole in my TV. If you got blocked or if you missed that field goal, I would have literally beat the shit out of my TV and probably burned my house to the ground.
They wouldn't have.
You don't know me. But you know what? I'm happy. I'm a happy little boy at the end of the day, because you know what? The best team on this podcast won. The greatest team in NFL history won. The Bears won against the Commanders. Jaden Daniels did look good, I will say. He looked fantastic. And Bill, he's going to be a great running back for years to come. But you know what? Debo played like shit. And Commanders fans can't even say, well, we didn't have Scary Terry. We didn't have Jalen Johnson. It's a fair game. You're going against Kyler Gordon. You should have that. In your eyes, you should have that. That's our cornerback too. And if Debo's as good as you say he is, that should have been a crazy matchup. But hey, you lost. And now the Bears are the best team on this podcast. And you know what? Shout out Caleb Williams. Shout out Ben Johnson. Shout out Jonathan Owens. And you know what? Shout out Andrew Billings. Just shouting out cool guys now. Yet again, the Bears are the best team on this podcast. And bear down. I won't sing the song again, but, you know, if you add in the song now while I'm talking, that'll make it great. But yeah. On this week's episode of Dylan Rants, I'm going to talk about a personal issue at home. I want to talk about something that's been going on the past several days at my house that's really making me mad. My mom forgot to get cheese and Doritos at the store. I've had to eat cheeseless sandwiches the last several days in a row. You want to know what I've been using for cheese? Doritos from my job. I use a little bag of Doritos and put that thing on there. Or I put Ruffles, sour cream, and cheddar chips on my sandwich for the cheese. Because my mom, love her to death, but did not buy fucking cheese at the store when she went. And her excuse, you work right by a grocery store. I shouldn't have to eat cheeseless sandwiches. And now I'm out of fucking Doritos at my house. Be so for real. I should not have to eat cheeseless sandwiches. What am I? In the slums? No! Get me some goddamn cheese.
So, college football wise, these two had good weeks. I had a horrible week. And NFL wise, I'm still a Saints fan. Dylan had a good week, and we all got to get in the curses week about NFL. So
It's okay though. You know the Bears are now the best team in this podcast and the NFL. And Caleb Williams will probably win the MVP this year. And I think Josh Allen probably is. He's gonna lose his job. I think it's definitely gonna go to Shane Bouchel. It needs to. It really needs to.
Bears fans get one
Okay,
win.
now
Don't
it's
know
just
how to act.
becoming terrible. It's just becoming a terrible rage bait attempt.
And it's still funny because like scoreboard, you lost. Shit happens, you know. You punched the camera
Records.
4 fucking times.
Records.
You punched your camera 4 times.
You punched a wall over Notre Dame.
I didn't punch. I threw my glasses case. Get it right.
Oh wow, so sorry.
Hey, and you know what? At
Didn't-
least we made it to the
didn't-
end of the season. Unlike you, we didn't lose to the Chiefs.
Didn't
Here we go
mi-
again.
Didn't Mr. Hand meet Mr. Door though?
Yeah,
No.
literally.
Oh yeah, no, that did happen. That did happen. But hey, you
Yeah,
know
no
what?
shit, Sherlock. That's why I was bringing up.
No.
Holy shit.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Fourth and Forever. Dylan.
Christian.
And I know it.
And this was our podcast.
Like and subscribe, bitch.